As you know, influenza is a highly contagious viral infection targeting the respiratory system. Some populations are more at risk to develop complications from the flu, and yet antiviral drugs cannot be prescribed to one of the most at risk populations infants under a year old. The challenge was to identify a safe and effective dose of Tamiflu, an antiviral therapeutic to treat infants infected with influenza. Children under the age of 12 are actively growing, so the drug is metabolized differently than in adults, especially for children under the age of 2, where organ development and physiological maturation are not linear. Existing data on children older than 1 year of age suggests a similar response to Tamiflu. However, earlier toxicology findings created heightened diligence impacting the move to infants. Also, filing for approval was challenging because the FDA and EMA differ in their views on dose, data package, and formulation requirements. A quantitative clinical pharmacology strategy informed the design for 2 clinical trials. Study 1 used an adaptive PK safety age de-escalation design. 9 to 12-month-olds were enrolled, and an interim analysis of PK and safety was performed. In the simplest path, the target PK exposure was confirmed. The model was updated, and the new dose was given for the next younger age cohort. The adaptive design process was continued to the end of the study. Alternate paths could involve earlier stop of the study if there is a safety event, or enrolling more patients in the same age cohort at a different dose and repeating the process, proceeding only once both the PK exposure and safety is achieved. PK modeling from the first study informed Study 2. A second study with a new formulation was streamlined and executed quickly. Modeling and simulation was used to analyze the pooled PK/PD data and account for design differences, including different formulations. The results from the PK/PD models were developed and submitted to the regulators to support infant dosing. By applying PK and PD modeling approaches to pooled data from multiple heterogeneous clinical trials, we can increase the power of the computational analysis and provide defendable and scientifically credible results to support infant dose labeling. There were several benefits for using this adaptive design. First, quantitative clinical pharmacology approaches are essential to inform robust clinical trial designs for populations that are difficult to access, such as infants. Second, based on this clinical pharmacology program, the developer of Tamiflu received dosing approval from the FDA within 6 months of submittal, and also from EMA for treatment in infants as young as 2 weeks old. Third, due to this M&S approach, there is now a label for an infant dose and ability to treat infants. Tamiflu remains the only drug approved to treat infants younger than 1 who have been infected with influenza.